If you haven't noticed, the Trumpkins have gone wild past 24 hours. They're losing their mind. I was sent a text about a certain Trumpkin. To me, I'm not going to name him. He goes by the area though. Who apparently is partially losing his mind, but his subscribers, his fans, as he would call them, are really losing their minds. Here's what's going to happen. Here's Nick's prediction. Putting it out there. Leave this video up. Just because. Here's my prediction. This judge who made all these appealable comments, all these comments which made this case appealable over and over again throughout the course of this trial, where somebody was found guilty of 34 counts in a 34-count indictment, which never happens, especially with the judge's jury instructions. Here's what's going to happen. The judge is going to allow Mr. Trumpkin number one, to be out on an appeal bond, right? And then what's going to happen is the state may not overturn it. They'll take it all the way to the Supreme Court if they have to do, because all the Trumpkins are donating to his legal fund. His legal fund. And it'll all be turned over, and nothing's going to happen to him. But what is happening is that wedge is being driven further and further in the Trumpkins' head. Further and further in the lefties or whatever it's head. The poopy pants' head. And what's going to happen is, and mark my words, regardless of whether that part happens, this part will happen. When he is president again, and it will happen, because Trumpkins are stupid, and now they're recruiting poopy pantses to the Trumpkins team. They will, anything that Trump does, they'll have an excuse for it. It's the Democrats. He did it to do this. He did it for that reason. He did it for this reason. And they will, gladly support everything he does, like indemnifying the police. That's a smart move there, Trumpkins. But I think it's hilarious. Right now, the internet's best troll is trolling up. He said that his goal was to make 100 accounts in order to bring humor to the situation, to bring light to some of the Trumpkins' thoughts, and I hope he succeeds. Look at that gay Bronco. Couldn't even make up the ramps. How gay is that? It's an Everglades Bronco. For real, the salesman's probably too fat to get out. That's probably why. They're supposed to fall forward. It's made to do that. But the salesman's probably too fat to get out of it. You can't get down that 3 foot. Seems to be a common theme around here. Fat people.
Tennessee, or 70% of Americans fat.
Everybody's fat now.
60, 70, no, obese.
Obese, that means you're fat.
I know, but
It's fat. And then you have 2% that are average, they're superhuman. And then you have the 28, and probably the 1% that are actually built healthy. Then you have the 27% that are, Trumpkins. Built like a Trumpkin.
So I have a question.
Huh?
I have a question.
Okay.
Why did Ford and Buick make the exact same
exact same car, but it's GM. That's why. Or no. Or they're no. Scratch that. Ford and Buick are not both GM. Ford is definitely not a GM. But not the same car. They do look a lot alike, though, don't they? It's a Mercury.
That's right.
Because Ford and Mercury is like GM is. That's what I meant to say. So like GM has Chevrolet, Pontiac. Well, they did have Pontiac. Same thing.
So,
Yeah, more tax write-offs. That's why. It's like the Trumpkins and the Trumpkinettes. Same thing. A little different. Both have pussies though. I think this is going to be the. Hold on, I got to brighten you up. Hang on, Jack. I can't see it. Come on, bastard. Oh man, you're bright now. We're hauling a camper today. Working hard at 50 miles an hour. Tough work pulling around 5,000 pounds, 7,000 pounds. How much it weighs? Start a poll? I don't want to start a damn poll. What's up, Mr. Greg Black? How you doing? What's funny is that all the Trump, somebody, Steve Ladner, I forget his name, left a comment, because I left a community post about this. He says what he's worried about is, how did he word it? Like, people get pissed off. Listen, if these fuckers didn't do anything when there was 80 million of them who thought that their vote was stolen, and they honestly believe that, and they didn't do shit, nothing, they'll never do nothing at that point. I mean, how much more can your government say fuck you, other than saying fuck you, without doing that, just stealing your vote? If I honestly believe that you stole my vote, and if I voted, somebody had hell to pay in our democracy, our democratic democracy. Did you feel the sarcasm on that one? Did it bleed through enough? I hope so. I hope it did. But who's going to go on there? If he goes to, let's just say he goes to jail. Tech T. No, I honestly didn't go watch the video. Swear to God, I did. Promise on everything I love. Promise on my heart, I did. Tech T said, "Man, you got to go watch this video." I was like, "Nope, not doing it. Not wasting the time to go watch this video." He's like, "It's not the video though. It's the comment section." He's like, "These Trumpkins are losing their minds, talking about just write him in." I was like, "Yeah," and then their excuse will be, "Well, if everybody would have just voted for whoever they nominate." Political data news is crazy. And it's all based around, it's all fear-based, too. And what do you do when people lose that fear? I'm not afraid of World War III. It doesn't scare me a bit. Period. None of them are going to that. They ain't that. I'll just earn money. I might think about it then, knowing what I know. I might let them go. Until then, this ain't happening. Sorry about you. They don't exist. What do you think, Mom? Send our kids off to die? World War III? However, some Ukrainians, more Ukrainians. While Zelensky's out on his second multi-million dollar yacht of the war. Yeah, no thanks. Just like now, that's all the fear-based shit. But if this person gets in, there's going to be World War III. If this person doesn't get in, it's going to be World War III. There ain't going to be no Boltons fighting in it. Not until it comes to our front door. Why? Because we practice what we preach. Unlike Trumpkins don't practice what they preach. No. You should make it your goal today to troll the Trumpkins. That should be everybody's goal for the day. Yes, I'm hitting the text strips. This guy had a nice truck to haul his camper with. He sold it. I literally just did a tune-up on it like a month ago, didn't I? Biggest truck to this. He had a nice LTZ.
Yeah.
Full-wheel drive. I think it was LTZ. I want to say it was, but it was full-wheel drive. And he said the only time he ever drove it was to haul his camper. They volunteered at a campground out here. What was the campground's name? Chickamauga?
Chickasaw.
What?
Chickasaw.
Chickasaw campground. So he sold his truck and then a month later paid me to go get his camper. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just a driver. Just a driver. What he doesn't know though is I'm going to charge him for two adults and one child laborer for the day. I wouldn't do that. I do have some. I got to stop by Richard's house too.
$100 each.
Huh?
We gotta drop this off, don't you?
I got to drop this off. I got to stop by Jackie's. I got to stop by Richard's to get paid to get paid for the roof for yesterday, and I got to stop and order the cap for it. Fucking did a roof. He told me he had a cap there for it. And I know better than listen to people. So we tear out all this old roof, pull all the metal off of it, tear out all this shit, put it all back together, and sure as shit, there's no cap there for me. So good for him, I put ice guard down, so it'll be good until I get a cap next week. It takes like a week to get that shit in. In the meantime, I might take the week off, just troll Trumpkins. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, here's the thing, though. In all honesty, let's put all the political theater aside. Nobody, even if you go to trial, gets convicted on a 34-count indictment to 34 counts. Nobody. Not even with a jury that hates you. Not with a jury that thinks you committed all of them. Well, and it's like, dude, listen, the comments are like shit, though. I will give Tech T that. I didn't go watch that video that Zach Farmer made. I didn't go read the comments. But I have, it's like, everybody's putting out a video about it. And the comments are they're fucking gold, man. If you want to laugh today, just go read some comments from YouTube. And the video says Trump on it. Other than mine, because my people are serious. We don't play the political game or shit. At all. Lock him up? Why? I mean, I don't think it. Well, I mean, I don't disagree with locking him up. I disagree with locking him up for what they're locked up for. You know, just like the cop that killed Floyd, he deserved life, not for what they gave him life for, though. Really, I'm not even for locking them up. I'm pro public square hanging for politicians. It's the only way government's ever going to fear the people. I mean, our government has zero fear of you. Absolutely fucking zero. Zero. None. Why? Because they have the best training. The ones that come to get you. And they're going to sneak in when you're not expecting them in the middle of the night. That's why you should always have somebody up at your house 24 hours a day, like at my house. There's always somebody up at my house. Or the people that push the pins that say go get them, and the little minions do it because they're dumbasses, can't think for themselves. They don't care. Nothing's going to happen to them. If their minions get killed, they'll just get more minions. There's more minions, just like Trumpkins lined up to be minions. Nothing's ever going to happen in this country, except you know that sound when you flush your toilet and you hold the lever down and it gets like that good flush and all the water goes out. That's that sound you're hearing now reverberating through your brain, coming from what used to be the heart of this country. Just watch it go downhill. Your money's worth less. Your labor's worth less because your money's worth less. You try to charge more, they smack you down. They still want the labor though. But nobody wants to pay for what labor cost goes up. You say a Big Mac's $13.99. Number one, McDonald's is a Big Mac meal. You're gonna lose your shit. I'm like, well, you're the one that want to pay $25 an hour. Do with that $6.2 trillion, $4 trillion of which went to bakers and shit like that, large corporations. We all forget about that. I mentioned that to a Trumpkin the other day, and he didn't have much to say about it. He said I was crazy. Like, okay, I thought you knew all about this shit. Same dude tried to tell me under a machine gun cost $500 million a year or something for the license. I don't know, some retarded shit. So like they just spout out this bullshit that they hear. So they don't actually know anything. They just pick a team. You have to pick team A or B. Well, guess what? I decided team C. Fuck all y'all. You're all the same. Whether you're shitting on yourself or Trumpkin around like a Trumpkin, you're all the same. And I know nobody wants to hear that, but it's the truth. Because you're all just fighting for your preferred form of tyranny. Nobody fighting to be free. Nobody going to. Did y'all see where that good LA cop was taking that chick to jail? And all you hear is, "I'm down to fuck," from the back of the cop car. And the cop's like, "No, you ain't." And she says it again. Body came off. An hour later, they go looking for this dude because his car's GPS and shit. This stupid fuck was so amped up about hitting this chick that he had in the back seat in handcuffs. He locked himself in the back seat with her. He just got to quit. Now, if that was a teacher and an 18-year-old female, and she wasn't wasted drunk like this chick was, what do you think would happen to that teacher? Government takes care of government. Oh, that's a badass ball too. Check it out. It's got things got like 2300s on it, 2350s, 2350 Suzuki's. That is a badass ball too. But that thing moves down the lake. Man, the past couple nights, we've been hearing something out on the river, man, that's getting down. I mean, that thing, it has to be, I don't know what it is. I like to go out there and see what it is, but it was last night and the night before, 3:30 in the morning, you heard, the big scribes or whatever, how I can't pronounce it. The big twin V8s, the headers and shit, spewing water everywhere. How they sound when they're wide open. That's what it was. And we could hear it all the way from the river, so that's pretty good. It's a few miles. I don't know what just made me think of that. It doesn't matter. My son is sick. He's getting over it now. What day is this out? 7? 8? He's Says he feels better. He just has a bad cough now.
No, like what cough doesn't even hurt. That's the thing. It just sounds like it hurts.
Yeah. Says cough don't hurt, but it sounds like it does. They must be getting ready to pick up a bunch of concrete. They just put in another plant right here on 641. There's one right back there we just passed. There's another one up here on the left, and they just put in a brand new one across the street. So maybe Tennessee is planning on working on some roads in Middle Tennessee. Probably not, though. They're probably going to ship every bit of that shit to Kentucky or Ohio. It's nice at 250. I need to get that dual shock front end for mine.
So what?
I need to get the dual shock set up for this truck. It needs it bad. But it also needs parts, it needs torn apart, it needs worked on. But it also needs a garage to go in where I can do that.
In 2013, shut it down.
I got a lot on the list before I get to that. Before we start making how to. I need to put the trans cooler in here for sure. We need to stop and wash this thing too while we're in town with it. I don't drive it anymore. I seldom drive this truck anymore. When's the last time since I had the transmission in it, I put. Oh, dirty. Well, you couldn't do that, but then is a Fox body going to pull trailers and shit? It don't have the suspension.
Huh?
It don't have the suspension to do it. I got the transmission put in at 79.5, and we're 81.5 now. So, however long that's been, I've only put 2,000 miles on this thing. Still got 1,000 to go before I change the transmission fluid out, the filter. But I do need to do some other work on this thing. Definitely needs a cold air intake on it, and it just won't right. So I still have all the shit to do it. I just need to get the right boots to put it back on, the right filter. The problem with the cold air intake is that you got that old Trumpkins. And it's not, he may though. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. But just by some shit that this judge said, he said he'll take that appeal to get to the state, to the district court, and to the state court, and then to the Supreme Court. Not long. Not for old Trumpkin, #1. It's going to get there pretty quick. Anyway, I got to roll. You guys have a good day. Stay safe. Make